Anything is possible. God bless you guys. It is September 17th, 2025. We everything comes into play and anything's possible. It's only when you think it's not, then it's not possible. Anything you can think of, because you're thinking of it, it is possible. We're going to say that again. Anything you can think of is possible. Simply because you think of it. What's up, boss? So, how did a lizard come into play? How did a lizard become something? How did a tree become real? How did we come to be? It's only possible when you think of it. When you don't think of it, then it's not possible. Basically, you block yourself when you think something is not real. So people say, I want to fly. You can fly. You fly all the time when you go to sleep. So anything's possible. I just wanted to get that out the way. I just did prove it, FC. You have dreams where you fly. Thanks. You have dreams where they're so real that you are actually caught up in it. So how can I prove that? When you're in it, you think it's so real. That is the proof. God is already here, and he makes everything happen. And anything happen. He's already here. And if you would move your ego or your ignorance out the way, then you would feel him. It's that simple. Most people are too caught about thinking me, and about themselves. And you get caught up in a cycle. That's why your thinking always comes back to the same. Thinking is what blocks you from God. God is here right now. It's like, how could you miss him? He's inside of you. And he's the feel of life. And to feel life, to break it down, you would have to stop thinking. You can't simultaneously feel and be caught up in the moment and think about something. You can do this yourself. You see this tree? Go feel the tree and then think about something random. Whatever you want to think about. And see if you can actually feel the tree without thinking about it. When you act ignorant, you are living in hell. You're not happy. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. You want to act ignorant? All that means is you feel ignorant. Has nothing to do with anybody else. When you feel angry, You are the anger. It's not from anything else. You make yourself angry. No one can make you angry. It's actually impossible to make someone angry. That's going to be my next video. As if I don't have videos all the way till next September, already pre-loaded up. It's impossible for someone to make you angry. You make yourself angry all the time. And once you realize this, you'll eventually find God, and you'll find happiness. Happiness is right here. It doesn't matter what you think. It's what you feel. And all your thoughts are trying to guide you somewhere. All your thoughts want to feel something. You always want to feel your best. And what you want is happiness. You want to feel it. That's because it's not a thought. A thought is just a thought. It's just a picture. It has no words. You try to give it words, but that's just what you're giving it. Your thought's just a picture, nothing more. It's actually when you feel happiness, you feel it radiating out of you. Happiness is already here. People get upset when I laugh. This has been going on all of my life. And then they get more upset when I talk about me laughing. And then they get even more upset when I tell them why I'm laughing. Because you are laughing. How could you not laugh? Everything's so funny. That's where you're coming to. If you don't see it funny now, you will. Maybe after you die. But if you're ignorant and you're serious, then you're never going to find happiness. How could you find happiness? You're serious. The most serious people, Those are the ones I stay away from. Not because they're serious, because I know they're not having fun, and I'm not going to have fun around them. The only reason you're not having fun and you could ever hate on someone or feel anything negative is because you block yourself. Life is really just a mind game. Life is really just a mind game. When you drop the mind games, then you get to see reality. Just seeing it. There's nothing to think. There's nothing to discuss, to describe. Reality itself is a thoughtless being. It's who you really are, because you're connected to it. That's why it exists. If you couldn't see it, then it wouldn't exist. And neither would you. And when I'm talking, it sounds like it's tickling your mind, but I'm not really talking. What I'm doing is, and what I'm getting at, because I like to make things clear, everyone else is just going to bullshit you and lie, is when you stop thinking and you just see reality for what it is, you actually become and merge with reality. It sounds very intrinsic to the mind, I know. Because the mind's not going to comprehend this. Because the mind doesn't feel. It's robotic. It's a question and an answer. But when you actually feel reality, you're not thinking about it. You are life itself. And you can do this just by seeing. But how long can you be the seer without thinking of nothing? Because it's a concentration. Everything is. You are life itself. Which, what is life? It's actually a feel. It has nothing to do with what you think. What you think creates illusions of how you feel. So, subconscious people, they have thoughts on their mind, and then they feel sad. But they don't know that they've created the thought. Simply because they're not aware. What I'm saying is, all your emotions, you create. Everybody that you know exists, describe them to me. But when you describe them to me, and this is going to blow your mind, that they only exist because you're thought about them. The way you describe them is the person itself. Yes. Because there really is no person. You describe him as if you're getting to know the person. That person could change anytime. But it's not really him or her. The person only exists because you're giving me details. And it's really funny. What people refer to as God and Jesus, and we're going to take it a step further after, what they're referring to, because they're not referring to it, they're not telling you right. It is actually the feel of what you are. And then you can feel the whole life and everything in it. There's no thinking involved. It's complete happiness. They also call it love. You feel so loved, you don't even have to move. It's who you really are, not whatever you think you are. So when so many people get confused about what is God. God is when you actually feel him. It's the aliveness that is living inside of you. And it's everywhere. And it's everything. Our fundamental reality, the whole universe, whatever you want to think of, you always want to think the best. Only you choose not to think the best, but you're unconscious of it. And why I'm saying thinking the best, because you always want to feel the best. There's no doubt about it. Everyone wants to feel the best. And why you want to feel the best is because you actually want to feel. Simply, it is your reality. It's all there is. It's all you know. You're just so attracted to thoughts that you think it's actually you. It can't be you simply because your thoughts change. How could they be you? You would be changing too. But God, the sun, reality, life itself, what is all this? We can talk it like everybody talks all day. I don't care what anybody says. Because I've felt life. It's who you are. And what is reality? What is life? It's not a word. It's what you feel. And everyone feels the same. All your thoughts are trying to get to this. It's the best feeling in the world. It is the world. And there's really nothing outside of this. So reality, God, and life, they're all the same. Everything's the same. Because there's a fundamental feel behind it. And you can see this too. If you stare down your thinking, this is a very elementary way. But if you can hold focus, eventually you will see when you're not thinking. Now you have to be aware when you're not thinking. That's the key, else you're never going to know. The best feeling in life, and what everybody's searching for, because you always want to feel your best, don't you? It's inside of you. So, let's talk about this. When you're negative, when you're angry, you get so caught up. When you're sad, you get so caught up in the thought of being sad, the thought of being angry. This is what they would call being unconscious, because you lose yourself. And what happens is, why you feel anger and sadness, because you block yourself, you limit yourself, because you want to feel happiness. You want to feel the best. Anybody that's negative, angry, sad, they want to get out of it. Anybody. They might stay in it for years, but they don't want to be in it. That's what makes them more sad and more angry. Because any negative, here, even the devil, Lucifer, all of these beings, they actually want to feel good. Yeah, they do. Why do they want to feel good? Because I'll tell you why. I haven't been angry in 12 years. 12 years I haven't been angry. Maybe 11. I haven't been angry at all. Nobody I've been angry at for 12 years. Why don't I want to be angry? Because it sucks. It sucks to be depressed. It sucks to be sad. Okay? It's because the feeling sucks. We know this. We don't want to feel this. That's the thing. You don't want to feel anger. It sucks. You don't have to feel it. You can flip the switch. The reason you feel anger or anything that you don't want to feel is because you don't like it. And you're not facing reality to where it doesn't matter. And if something is that big of a deal in your life, you're free to make whatever choice you want. But anger is for you trying to control something, but you are in control of the anger. It's your thought about something. Oh, you can't do that. Anger is trying to control people. Everything is out of your control. Everything. That bird is flying, you're not controlling it. Your heart is beating, you're not even witnessing it. The grass is growing, had nothing to do with you. The sun is coming up, you're not doing anything about it. But your anger, you're resisting what's happening. You can't believe it. You don't get angry because you don't have a job or responsibilities. You're getting angry because you have a job and responsibilities. You're saying the job and responsibilities are making you angry. That's just stupid. You literally said your job and responsibilities make you angry. You make yourself angry. Nothing can make you angry. You are making an excuse. You're one of those people that make big excuses all the time. And I can tell that you're angry. Obviously, you just stated that. Because you're just simply not allowing happiness. You can be happy doing anything. But that's the feel of God. That's the feel of life. And actually, once you start feeling happiness, you will make happy choices. Your whole life will become happy. Only you can block your happiness when you listen to other people. Unless you're listening to like Jesus. But again, you are the blockade. Nothing's controlling you. Who's controlling you? You wouldn't be on this live if someone was controlling you. Most importantly, this is my work. It's to make you realize you don't have to be angry. My work is to make you realize you can be happiness. Hello, OG. And the best feeling is feeling this right now. There's hatred in your mind. I bet you feel tense right now. Shoulders hunched over. But you're not realizing this is going on. If you relax, lift up your head, you'll immediately see your thoughts will change and you feel better. Once you feel the life inside of you, and it's literally inside of you, well, first of all, you won't be angry. You'll never be angry. It's impossible. It's impossible to feel happy and be angry. Once you feel the life inside of you, you have no problems. Everything is amazing. You are complete calmness. You're completely relaxed. You're completely in love. Not in love with another human being, with the love of life. You'll be so excited that you won't be able to control your laughter. But people will be like, why are you laughing? Because everything's funny. That's up to you. Because simply, I'm feeling, it feels funny. Not in as in fishy, but it actually feels good. It feels good to laugh. It feels good to be happy. It doesn't feel good to be angry. And the reason why you are not laughing, but simply because you're just thinking. Thinking is just thinking. It's not the feel of who you are. And it is not life itself. Yeah. Should I laugh at evil? It's yes, you should, but it's foolishness. All evil people, you're just seeing it from a negative perspective. Because you're thinking negative again. Inherently, no one is evil. It's just their thoughts. When you're stuck in your head, you don't feel. So when you're stuck in your head, it runs on a program. The program is usually a self-survival. I gotta beat everybody and everything and conquer and control. So these people do not feel. We are all waking up. Those people you don't see feel, you don't even see them in person. Very rare. Most of us actually have empathy and feel. But what you need to understand that your reaction to something, it happens so fast that you cast out negativity. You actually control your spirit. And I will explain this. We are the only species to do this. It's like this. A dog when it sees an animal that it wants to hunt, it runs straight after him. It's not even thinking about it. It's an instinct. When the dog sees you, you're the owner, it becomes so happy. So happy. We all know this. Okay? When the dog, when it has to eat, it just eats. Now the human being, this is the verses. The human being can eat when it wants to. It doesn't have to eat when it signals hunger. When we see something, we don't have to go run after it. So what I'm saying is, your reactions are happening too fast. Your thoughts. Your whole life is what you think of it. It's your reaction to it. Every thought you have is a reacting towards something. But if you catch it, you don't have to react. You simply feel happy. Because you're not trying to react. Miserable, sadness, false caring, even caring. You don't have to act. You don't have to react to anybody. The reason they want to get you to react, because they're stuck in the mind. They're trying to get you inside their mind. Anybody's idea that you ever heard about, anybody's idea, they're just trying to get you in their mind. even dead people. Yeah, when you can only give hate when you create it. Simply, whatever you hate right now, you got to understand if you have hate, it's your thought about something. Most people live their lives unconscious. So, what this means is you lived some time and you've built up this hate. You've built up an unconscious life. You can change your life right now, really by small steps, and you can live the most beautiful life. You can do work you love. But more importantly, it's something that means something to you. It's what you love to do. Some people love being homeless. Most people, though, don't do what they love. So just because a woman gets a bunch of money by shaking her ass, she could still be miserable because she's not doing what she loves. Simply, you don't need me to guide you. Everyone is just guiding you, and I can prove it. Simply, the things that you don't like, don't prefer, they're trying to guide you. Hey, I don't prefer this. Oh, I can go after this now. This is what I do prefer. You just see it as a negative thing. More importantly, to know and have your life guided by God, you have to feel whatever calls you. What are you really ecstatic about? And you see, if you're not really ecstatic about something, why would you like it? Why would you go and do it? And it doesn't matter why and how and what. We just need to go back to this is calling me. This is what I want to do. You're avoiding the matter of life. We're talking about feeling the life right now and coming out of the hate. You're just thinking too much. You don't want to even think that. Do you see that you're angry, so you're projecting your anger on me? But it's created from you. It has nothing to do with anything. Let's see. Okay. Well, yeah, that's a longer one. The thing is, I'm not angry. I haven't been angry since I was 18, 19. I don't want to feel that. And simply, you can choose that you don't want to feel that. It's a miraculous thing that uh, you can take control of your life. I know people that don't have a home. I know people that do have a home. They don't pay for nothing. They don't pay for anything. They don't really do anything. But they're so angry. They're so angry. A lot of people are angry. It just goes to show why I have a million reasons to be angry. I understand why people are angry. I have more reasons to be angry than you. Trust me. But I don't want to feel angry. Anger leads to more anger. And you don't want to feel angry. Simply change it to a positive thing. You're resisting what actually is trying to be a positive thing. It's the resistance that's making you angry. Once you know that you're angry, it's the biggest blessing. Because now you know you're angry and you can choose something else. Now you're aware. Before you weren't aware when you were angry. Now you're awakening. How are you, boss? Pretty good. That's my favorite color. There you go. White used to be my favorite color. Thank you, Greg D. You're in a South Africa Western Cape. Wow. God bless all you guys. How are you?
What are you doing today?
Terrific. There's rich people who are angry. There's people who have everything in their life, but they want more. Why do they want more? Because they want to feel the life that they are. Yeah. It's a feel. The feel of happiness. The feel of love. From Jesus. From God Himself. When we're thinking, we're disassociating. We are separated. The thinking mind. When we feel, we automatically merge with the Lord. Yeah. God talks to you. He talks to you by feeling. Oh, you need to go this way. You feel which way you want to go. You don't have to think about it. It's just like the dog and any animal. They don't think about their actions. So your intuition, you can actually feel it all the time. It's a feeling when you feel your intuition, and you can be in the feeling of it all the time. Not just when something's about to occur. Yeah. And we've all felt this before. Because simply, you don't have to think to get the answers. You actually just need to be completely relaxed. And you will see that God will give you the answers. And do you see how, to some people's minds, this is going to disrupt them? Because it's actually a feel. And you're always simultaneously connected to God. That was nice of you, Scully. Yeah. The thing is we've all felt life before. When you're angry, when you're hateful, God's not going to let you see them. The reason why you feel anything that you don't want to feel is so you can feel positively. The whole point of being negative is for you to get over it and stop being so negative. Because negativity, even the devil himself, he wants to be positive. That's where he wants to go. Being negative, it's a shitty feeling. And it's to show you and bring you closer to God. Woo! We're just getting started. Everything that you do in your life is God. He wants you to establish that connection. That's why He's always calling you. Oh, thank you, Greg D. Yeah, I mean, I can't pay attention to all the comments. Not that I don't want to read them, but I'm also like, I'm focused on the Lord right now. And, I can't let the negativity get to me. More so, I don't want to be put out of focus. Yeah. But it's all right. Because when people are angry or upset, it doesn't matter what you're doing in your life. It doesn't matter what someone else is doing in their life. But you're getting mad about it. You're trying to limit someone else. You're trying to control somebody. And then you want to control someone after that. You can't let nothing get to you. This is where it's going to end up. Because let's just say someone died and you get upset about it. You can be upset. There's nothing wrong with anything. But eventually, you're going to want to escape being upset. Yeah, because you don't want to be upset. So it's up to you when you just let yourself free. And then you just feel love. Yeah. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, anger is a very dangerous trap. I mean, so are all emotions. I've seen it more than, I've had those emotions a long time ago, but why did I get over them and some other people didn't? Simply because I got over it. People don't want to accept reality that someone died. And that is an extreme example, but it doesn't matter how grand or small the example. God wants you to accept everything that's going on, because only you can control you. Love and acceptance is the universal teaching. And it feels great. It's the best feeling in the world. It's not, oh, I gotta accept this person. That's anger. That's misery. It's more so, I'm gonna let this person be. It sounds funny, but it feels so releasing. Jesus flipped tables. So what? Jesus isn't, He is the life inside of you, but you are your own individual. So you are living your life. Again, what somebody else does, it's not you. Start crying. You was angry with the glorification of Charlie's murder. You're just seeing it from a limited perspective. And I'm not trying to bamboozle you, because you can see it as these people. First of all, it doesn't matter what these people trying to glorify his murder. What happens if you never heard of these people glorifying the murder? You're feeding into the anger, and it's making you more angry. People do it all the time with Donald Trump and politics. These people want to piss you off because they're angry. It's like catching a fire. And you can be angry, but you don't want to be angry. And I'm not saying that what I'm saying, Razor, is, again, you're angry because some other people, but you're reacting to your own reaction. Simply, you can be love and act out of kindness right now. Doesn't matter what other people are doing. If you feel God is calling you to take action, you take action with the Lord, with love, with kindness, with respect. Doesn't mean you don't sit back and do nothing. Now, whatever you feel called to do, you need to go do. But if you react out of anger, all those angry people, they're just going to be more angry people at you. Yeah. It's not to say you can't do stuff, but it's your intention. What feeling are you coming? Angry people love to beat up people, but that doesn't make you any better. Yeah. And there's something else about anger I want to talk about. You're zooming in and pinpointing one thing to be angry about. There's a million other things you could be angry about or think about. And let me tell you something. There's so many people and their ideas out of anger. So many. That if you listen to and you followed everybody's anger, listen to me. If you listen to the world's anger every day, your whole life you'd be angry. What I'm getting at is, somebody's always angry. Somebody's always trying to get you to be angry. So that's why we can't. Why are we picking one situation to be angry over? Because there's a million reasons to be angry. But there's even more to be happy. I mean, we would just be angry all the time. But you're picking something specific and be like, I can't stand it. People always, they get so localized. They get so zoomed into their anger. Oh, I'm angry because of this. Well, you're going to be angry the rest of your life because it's a never-ending cycle. People are always going to be angry. but they don't want to be angry. That's just unconscious. Yeah. Sorry, I missed some comments. Why is every as a childhood friend, dad? Yeah. The whole world's waking up. Thank you, abstinence. We really went in anger for like the last like 20, 30 minutes. I mean, if you want to conquer anger, when people get angry, they don't see other choices and other viewpoints. Anger is the devil itself. If you've seen the devil, why would you be scared of him? And what is the devil? What you would be scared of if you've seen the devil, you would feel anger. That's what you would be scared of. It doesn't matter what he looks like. It's how they make you feel. Everything is really a feel. And there's an underlying feel of happiness to the whole entire world. But when you get caught up in a viewpoint that's restricted, you'll know it's restricted because you're not feeling. As soon as you don't feel good, you have a restriction, a thought that's blocking the light. Yeah. And when people get angry, they just, oh, I can't take this. There's so many things going on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to talk about anger anymore because we talked about it pretty long. We get tunnel vision. That's exactly what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah. But you got it. What Jesus did doesn't mean we have to. He flipped tables. Doesn't mean we have to flip tables. You know what I mean? Maybe he flipped the table and he made the choice never to do that again. We should look for the good qualities in people, but we can never compare ourselves to other people because there's no comparison. Eventually, it just makes you feel negative. Talk. I'm not. Yeah. We can talk about happiness, and then I will be on tomorrow morning. So I've been happy most of my life. But you got to understand, the reason why you wouldn't be happy is because you're associating with a thought that is limiting your perspective. So you're limiting your happiness. As soon as you don't feel happy, let whatever stress go. And if you don't like your life, feel where your life wants to go. And then that will, when you feel your life and do what you actually makes you happy, then that brings you to more happiness. Fundamentally, that is an action of doing. We are happiness. It's fundamentally under all our emotions and our thoughts. But when we get caught up in the emotion and thought, then we're not feeling the happiness. It is life itself. Yeah. It's also very peaceful. The most peaceful you'll ever feel. So if you can make yourself the most peaceful right now, just be peaceful with everything. You're going to feel the Lord. Because what the Lord is, He is peacefulness. He is happiness. He's love. But for us to feel that, we have to go into being peacefulness. You understand? The Lord is the feeling of these things. That's why people don't believe in it, because you actually have to feel it. It's an incredible feeling. I mean, so to actually, the Lord, it doesn't even matter if you see the Lord. Because what you want to see is how it's going to make you feel. And this is the trick. This is why you never see the Lord. Because He's so omnipresent, and He's so indulged and endorsed in everything that we actually have to feel it. So it's more than a thought. Yeah. Yeah. Your ideology, thank you, Greg. God bless all you guys. The thing about happiness, it's the feel of who you are. You can flip this switch at any time. Angry? Choose happiness. You can choose happiness anytime. It is that simple. And you'll see, once you actually get established and pick happiness, you'll want to stay in happiness all the time. You won't have to keep picking happiness and fighting about, should I be happy or mad? And it's all right to get mad. But you eventually don't have to be mad anymore. I am, again, we have to resonate with God to feel Him, because He is that feeling. That's who He is. Yes. And wow. Yeah. Your life will become, once you start picking the happiness and more so feeling it, then you'll see you won't fight with people. You won't have to argue with people, because I'm not here to make you think a certain way. Okay? I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. But I'm just saying how the feeling of life and what you can feel. Yeah. Well, actually, I do want you guys to feel the life you are and to be happy. I couldn't get that out how I wanted to. But that's okay. Yeah. If I was mad and upset, I couldn't get that out how I wanted to. And just a thought form. Then I would be mad and upset. But I just let it go. What I meant to say is, I'm not trying to force anybody to do anything. That's yeah. Yes, I 110% agree with you. It's already happening, Justin Hodge. I agree with you. Like, I am all with that. But if we're acting, we have to act out of love and understanding. First of all, Charlie is presumably dead. He is dead. He's still alive in spirit. Only his physical form has died. We have to understand that. But what people have to also understand is he is dead, and will have to come to accept this if it's not already accepted. Obviously, there's going to be a grieving time. But more importantly, yes, we can take action, but we have to do it out of love and respect. We have to do it out of kindness. So I agree with Justin Hodge. He said it perfectly. What he just said. We can take that with any situation. Okay? We don't lose the feeling of love and happiness. Even if we have to defend ourselves, even if we have to, whatever it is. We sometimes exemplify certain situations, but we can't break away from the happiness and love. So yes, I'm not saying we always should take action, especially it's like this. People like to overthink shit. Everybody does. It's as simple as this. And this is how I always live my life. If you want to do something, you go and do it. Okay? If you feel called to do something, you are called to go do it. It's your intuition. We've been talking about this. So you go do it. There's nothing else to say about it. If you feel called to do whatever it is that you do, then you'll go do it. That is the Lord guiding you. And he's always there doing this. It's not like it's on and it's off. It only gets on and off when you get preoccupied in your mind. You lose the feeling of who you are. Jeremy nailed that on there. Kindness isn't a weakness. You think it's a weakness, but it's actually freeing yourself from all stress and all problems. Yeah. AI, thank you. Maybe that's an L. Thank you, AI. We just got to understand when we react, because it happens so fast that our evolutionary scale, it happens so fast. Okay? We just need, whatever happens in our life, whether you're at your job, whether you're dealing with a pessimistic family member, whether somebody's saying something hateful on TV, whether someone's acting fake to you, just act out of love, out of kindness. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, for example, your house is on fire. If you get scared and you worry, you might like faint. Your legs might give out. That just creates a worrying situation. Your world becomes a worry. House is on fire. I feel what I need to grab, and I feel what I need to do. You could do it. You could literally do it happy. Literally. You could lose your whole house and be smiling. Because it's not you. And God is going to have his will. Yeah. See, even I think it's funny. I don't want your house to burn down. But if your house does burn down, it wasn't me. If your house does burn down, it's because God wanted it to happen. It's not our fault. Nothing is our fault. That's blaming yourself and feeling negative. Yeah. So I hope you see from the house on fire, society's gonna be like, some people are gonna be like, because they think something, they don't feel it, that dude's a psycho. He's so happy. So what? You're not. You can always choose happiness. It's the greatest expression of life. And when you do choose happiness, no matter the situation, it does. Because people are like, oh, but this situation, I can't be happy. No. That's just, you're just completely going against what I said. Doesn't matter the situation, small or the biggest, even if the world ends. Be happy. You're going to be negative? Well, then you're going to die in a negative state. Always be happy. You choose it. Like I don't think about stuff that makes me happy. Never, ever have I really done that. I know it sounds crazy, because I just feel happy. Okay? And this has been ongoing since I was a child. Yeah. So like when you're angry, you're angry because you want to change your life. You want happiness. Well, what's calling you? Do you know it? Yeah, your character stays regardless. We are all just the same happiness, positive. It's positive, the life that you feel. And you can't be happy and negative at the same time. They don't go together. Everybody is happiness and love, but their ego, their limited viewpoint, is what you do. You see how it disconnects them from the happiness? Dark words. Have I studied? I don't think you're asking me that. Do you know? I'll tell you what a demon is, and then we're gonna. All a demon is negativity. That's all a demon is negativity. That's all a demon is negativity. A demon is not a real thing. The reason why you see the fire and you see demon-like characters, where do they get this? It's an idea personified from negativity. It comes from the mind. They just personified it, put it on a picture. That's all it is. You actually become the demon because you get lost. You are negatively thinking, and there are degrees to negativity, but it doesn't matter. You get on the wavelength of the same as evil. Yeah. It's just very simple. The demon is just negative. But he wants to be positive because positive is such a great feeling. No one wants to feel anger. Yeah. You get sick of feeling anger. And it's just a limited viewpoint. Well, Justin Hodge, just be very aware, because you got to understand, the way you feel will always be expressed. It will be expressed by the way that you're feeling. So, as soon as you feel anger, you're going to feel, hey boss, you're going to feel your heart clench. Hey. If you pay attention to your body, this is one thing we can do. Just be aware how you're feeling. Okay? Cheyenne, Willis, have a nice one. Yeah. What's up, guys? Pretty good. But Justin Hodge, just be aware, whatever way you react, see how it's making you feel. Because it's not about what's going on the outside. It's about how we feel. And when you do feel happiness, I will say this, nothing affects you. Why would it? But I do feel we also have to take action with certain things. So it could be a job that we don't feel is right for us anymore. And now we have a direction of happiness that we want to go on. So we could become happy at the job and know we're about to set up for more happiness. So we actually take action too. I'm actually 110% taking action. I love doing stuff. I always loved moving. You're still coming in here and saying God wants me to be bald? Alexander, if you're happy, you're not going to worry about pawns, tolls. Those are just on your thoughts. It's just your thought. If you're happy, you're not going to be thinking about all that nonsense. There's nothing wrong with anger. It's the fact that eventually you're not going to want to feel that anymore. And chances are you've already felt anger before. Yeah. Yeah. God uses me as a vessel. Hello, little Miss Sunshine. We're just about to end this. We can choose the happiness right now. The only reason we're not is because we're choosing not to. If you just do what makes you happy, you'll see that you'll want to keep leaning towards this happiness. Yeah. 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 Uh, thank you, little Miss Sunshine. Yeah. But unfortunately or fortunately, we're about to end this. This whole show that's going on, it's all going to end. And what God wants for us is to be happy. And he wants us to be love. He wants this now. Charlie's death, Kirk, God wanted us and him, they wanted us to reunite. It's a shame that this had to happen. But what are we going to do? It's up to us to make the change. Oh, there's Charlie. There's Charlie himself. Yeah. Because that's the thing is, this is all going to end one day. But why is it even going? It's going because the Lord wants us to find him. To find the love. To find the happiness that he is. We might have to kill. We might have to defeat some dragons. You know, we might have to beat some demons. But let's do it with happiness. Let's do it with the Lord. Yeah. The rest, yeah. I mean, again, Justin, this was all out of God. If everything is happening and it's his will, his wish. And if this had to be it, then it's a great time for people to wake up. Everybody should have been woken up a long time ago, you know what I mean? So everything's happening. Yeah. Yeah. The spirit lives on forever. Yeah. But you have to feel this so you know everything's going to be okay. Charlie's probably having a real good time. I must admit this. Because his good deeds and his righteousness and his love for the Lord, most importantly. So maybe it seems negative on the surface, but that's just our thought about it. It's our limited viewpoint. Charlie could be reunited with God, and that would be the biggest blessing that he could ever receive. Really, with anybody, though. And it's all in God's control, anyway. So. Yeah. Project Blue. What do you know about Project Bluebeam, Little Miss Sunshine? I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I, yeah. Yeah. And I agree with you, Justin Hodge. I just made a video, like, I had a 2-part series of Charlie Kirk. The second part is Charlie's Kirk's death was, it's revolutionizing. Maybe that was the plan all along. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody did tell me, it doesn't matter. Mm, God, at the end of the day, He always knows what's best for us, though. So it's really not up. You know, the fate is in God's hands. It's not in my hands. Yeah. The thing we can do with Charlie, though, we can give him love. We can give his spirit support. And remember the good in him. Yeah, yeah. People that ever feel controlled or powerless people. Yeah. When you don't feel the power and divinity inside of you, then you're going to want to control it outside of you. Control people and things. Because simply you just want to feel it, but it's fundamentally what you already are. Every Yeah, and everybody is going to get what they rightfully deserve, whether that's from society or it's from God's fate, will. Yeah, oh, trust me, everybody's going to get what they deserve. That's even acting ignorant towards me. I don't have to solve that. That's between you and God. I'm not creating problems. Yeah. Hello, Swifty. Yeah. That's what I mean. Society has its own system, or they have their own way of doing things, beliefs too, and people and whoever is going to get what's meant to come for them. When enough people feel the same way. That's kind of like what happens when you hear about a war. And all it takes is one thought to change the whole world. One action that ripples across the whole universe. God hears us too. And so does everybody in heaven. Thank you, Peter. Yeah. Opposition has a will and humans have. Yeah. Yeah. But again, God is the one that gave us life. and he's going to get everybody's karma. It's all up to him. Yeah. Yes or no, did God want Charlie Kirk dead? I don't know if you're asking me, but we've been talking about this for some time now. It's not a yes or no answer. It happened. We went over this. But whatever happens is happening, and it's all in control of God. Doesn't mean we can't take action, though. Yeah. It's not that simple yes and no. It's more so a yes. Because if we say no, then we just go against God's will. But you don't want to hear that. I mean, God bless all you guys. We've been in here for like 2 hours. I'll be here tomorrow in the morning to talk about God. Not only to talk about Him, but to actually feel Him. Because I feel Him, and I want you guys to feel it too. We're all the same feel of life. And we're all connected. Not because I'm saying some voodoo thing or some words we're all connected. God is sustaining the same life. And there is a feel to this life beyond the words and the meaning of what I'm saying. Because the meaning of life is actually the feel of it. Yeah. Justin Hodge, I mean, that's pretty much a closer right there. When people get trapped in their mind, they don't feel God's message. So they do things that are, you know, you could say unconscious. But you would never feel you'd have to kill somebody. Yeah. That doesn't happen out of love. Yeah. I'll see you guys later.